that little turkey. Yeah, man. Yeah. So
I got enough little things, little points here to fucking get the chitty chatting about.
all right, so you ready?
Yeah, man.
All right, welcome everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Camp Talk, everybody. How y'all doing?
Yeah. So funny story. Last night we went our longest hour and a half. Yeah.
It was a marathon.
Hour and a half long, all to find out that OBS messed the audio all up. It was phasey, in and out. You couldn't really hear it that well, and it was a technical issue. I mean, I should have known as an audio engineer, but you know, you live and you learn. So
Hey, man, you
there's
learn
that.
best off your mistakes.
Well, I mean, bro, you know, you miss 100% of every shot you don't take.
That's a fact,
So,
Jack.
you know-
So I think we need to go ahead and handle that.
Yeah. I mean, I just poured a little bit, but I'm gonna pour a little bit more in here.
Imagine that. The shots you don't take right there. What are we drinking on right there?
Man, we drinking Wild Turkey,
Wild turkey.
but it's barrel strength.
It's a strong turkey.
Yeah, barrel proof. It's 116.8 proof.
Percent.
Yeah. No. It's
the proof. I got you. It's like-
it's 116 proof. It's 58.4. You know, of course, half of that. But yeah, whiskey.
Good stuff, man.
Whiskey from Kentucky is the best, right, Dylan? I mean, I would
Really
say.
is.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
Yeah. Let's turn this up.
Fun fact about turkey, man. Turkey season's coming up right now in Texas at the end of
Yeah. When's it start?
March to April. Just about.
What's
About
the
the
date?
beginning of March to the end of April is going to be the times that you're going to go out and it's different for different zones of Texas, but
Yeah.
that is what everybody's gearing up towards right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turkey's never hunted a turkey before. Shot a turkey.
No, I've never had the chance to do so myself, but you know, you would think turkeys might be an easy bird to hunt, but they're far from it.
I said that yesterday, right? I was like, man,
Mm-hmm.
I bet you I could sneak up on a turkey, and Dylan's like, nah.
It's like, yeah,
Nah.
man, that they see in color. They see better, like 3 times better than a person with 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
They can see 270 degrees, so they just turn their head this much,
That's crazy.
and they can see completely behind them. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty wild.
Man, I wish I could do that, bro.
You know where they sleep?
Where?
Trees.
Man, like a peacock.
Up in the tree.
Right? Peacocks sleep in trees, don't they?
Yeah, there's actually a neighborhood in Houston, Texas, where there's hundreds of peacocks
Oh, for
just
real?
running free. Like you pull into
That's
this
cool.
neighborhood, it's down there in like River Oaks area.
Yeah.
You would never imagine it,
Right.
but it's giant houses, and there's just peacocks walking down the street, sitting on top of their roofs and
That's
stuff.
crazy.
It
Yeah,
is
I was.
pretty wild.
I've seen the reason I saw one. I was talking about the tree thing. Is in New Braunfels there was this wedding ranch that we used to work on, and they had like we were building new buildings, and I mean the property was huge. It's thousands of acres.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we went back to the owner's house, and he had us do some stuff over there, and I'm like walking because we had a little building we were wiring up next to it, and just like walking, all of a sudden peacock flying up, landed on a branch.
Yeah, it's
And
wild.
I'm like, man, Mark Wahlberg was on to something. He's like, I'm a peacock. Yeah, let me fly. And I mean,
Yeah, let me fly.
he was floating, not flying. But that's pretty cool.
That is pretty neat. They make a wild noise. I'll tell you that. If you've never heard of peacock,
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear what they. I
yeah,
don't think I've
they
ever
make
heard
a
what they sound
wild
like.
noise. Like if you're out in the that's when I first heard it. Really was when I was in that neighborhood. I heard the squawk, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What on earth?" The lady's like, "Oh, it's peacocks."
That's
Like,
crazy.
what? And then I
Man.
started seeing them through the neighborhood.
That's insane.
It was pretty funny. Not something you expect.
Yeah. What else you got, man? I know that like we were talking about that rare things in like America, and that what was
we
it?
talking about that diamond?
Yeah, that Hope Diamond.
Hope Diamond. Yeah,
Man,
it's a monster
That's a
rock. That's for
crazy-
sure. It's like what 45.57 carats. But it's 45.57 carats that you don't want to have anything to do with because anybody that's come across that sucker, cursed.
Yeah, it's a curse.
Family members dying, overdosing, crashes. It says that what was that, King Louis and
Yeah, King Louis the 14th, I think it was.
and Mary Antoinette or whatever,
Yeah.
his lady, I guess, or something. But they ended up getting their heads chopped off.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But you know what? Right now, the dang Smithsonian has it. So I wonder what kind of financial troubles they're going through right now.
No telling, bro. I mean, it's like, because the thing was made in India. I mean, well, it was mined in India.
Yeah. Like some Hindus.
Like a long time ago. And it was saying like 1,000,000 years ago. I don't know, man. But
it's hard to say. It's hard to believe numbers like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things I looked at the other day, and they were talking about 80 million years ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. I think it was that. No, it wasn't 80 million. What was it?
That was some of those.
No, it was the sharks. The sharks have been alive
longest
400 million years.
Yeah, longest out
That's
of
crazy.
They're the longest living predator.
Yeah, before
Earth.
like dinosaurs.
Yeah, and that's another one of those things. How do you wrap your head around that?
I don't know, man. I don't even know how you would. I mean, I don't know how you would
carbon dating or something of.
I mean, but how? I just don't understand the technology or the science behind looking at something and and
my question
finding
is,
a date on it. I mean, based
how
on what it looked
accurate
like.
Is it actually? Is it like a give or take 100 million years? You know what I mean?
See, I think maybe they have like items that we know are from this time, and they compare it to like maybe the breakdown of the material, like how it's broken down, what it looks like, and they're saying, hey, like this age. But I don't know how you would do that for something that's millions of years old.
Yeah, I mean, they was talking about I think that 80,000 years thing that was talking about that root system.
The 80,000.
The longest living root system.
But there was something else like in the ocean. Oh, it was the bacteria.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's it.
That was like millions of years old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Pretty wild.
Pretty wild.
I just want to know this, though. I know you and I were, cutting it up, talking about some zombies.
Dude, my wife had the craziest phobia.
Zomphobia.
She was
called.
Yeah, I mean, she was like legit thinking that the zombie apocalypse was going to happen in her lifetime.
I bet you a lot of people thought it was going to happen when COVID come around.
Yeah, I mean, she would like she went far though. She had like people really with plans. Like if this happened, we're meeting at the lake. Don't do nothing. Just go straight to the lake. Meet me there. You know what I mean?
That might be a good idea.
She had it all.
How well does a zombie swim? It might,
I don't know.
It might be. She might be onto something. Go to the lake. We're gonna go get on a boat and float.
Yeah.
At least
but I mean,
slow them down substantially.
Right. Because like Zombieland, that movie, I think would be the closest, in my opinion, to realistic.
Yeah.
If it was like a zombie takeover, and I mean, I definitely, like we were talking about the other day, if you could live in a show, like if zombies came, I'd want to live in Zombieland.
Zombieland. Got a double tap.
It seems like you got a little bit more chance of survival if you're hanging with them. But I mean,
I just want to know, you gonna be able to kill a zombie that you recognize?
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I think the hardest one would be like my kids.
Oh man, that's oof. I think
like,
I might just tie them up and keep them as a pet at a distance.
Yeah, I'm
not doing that,
bro. I'm gonna be real. Like if my family was already turned, I'm gonna lay down. Go ahead and turn me.
Oh man,
I mean, but why would you fight it? Like if you know,
yeah, I'm a big family man too, but I think at that point I'm going.
But
I'm going AWOL, dude. I'm killing everything.
All right, but like after you die, what you gonna do? I mean, after everybody else dies and you ain't got nobody to live for, nobody to care for.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I think that's when that mental switch would just be.
I'd be out there.
taking everybody down with me.
Well, Dylan had, he be on them cameras and he got his camera off. So, we got to fix that real quick. He puts his hands
I have it
up.
Frozen though. I have it in the
But
freeze mode.
you put your hand up and it fell. It fell down.
You
We're gonna have to
handcuffs.
Yeah,
on
we're
me.
gonna have to get some different cameras, but that's all right. So yeah.
Anyways, that's technology, man. Smart cameras.
Yeah.
Keep your hands down.
I know it's like you can't be Trump up here.
You can't. I'm out here. I'm trying to talk with my hands. I'm pointing at you. I'm freaking drawing pictures in the sky.
Yeah.
Camera's it's got its own idea.
Yeah. It's all good.
I'll tell you what, though. One zombie I wouldn't want to come across is Shaq.
Right? Yeah.
That's a big old zombie, dude.
Shaq or like any MMA fighters.
Yeah, like big, strong.
Like
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Bro.
Just a monster.
That would be a crazy, crazy, crazy experience to see Brock Lesnar as a zombie running at you.
Definitely.
He probably still know his wrestling moves and
Don't want to be involved.
You know what I mean?
That.
Pick you up, and he'd have like superhuman strength at that point. So
yeah,
that'd be even crazy. He'd probably just pick you up, take an arm, and
rip it
off,
and then beat you with it.
Man, beat the neighbor with it.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it's messed up for sure.
He's probably coming at you with the last arm that he ripped off of someone else.
Yeah. I mean, because like when it comes to survival, you know what I mean? Like, are you prepared? You prepared for anything? I mean, I guess that's a fun way to like really get hyped up to get a plan in case something happens and you gotta, thug it out for a little bit.
Yeah, man. Get you some guns. When you can use guns, machetes, swords.
Yeah,
anything.
Anything. I'd put like bats and drive nails through them. That'd be fun. Screws.
I think I'd be wanting to drive one of those snowplow trucks.
Yeah.
Pushing everybody out the way.
Right. Yeah, man. Zamboni.
Yes.
Get them Zamboni on the ice and run them over.
That's right.
But yeah, because like, I mean, survival skills. I mean, I don't know, with this new generation, bro. I'm just not feeling that they are fully prepared if something happened. So we ordered this little kit off of Amazon. And actually, I had a subscription from Crate Club, and I wanted to like have a mystery box that we could give away, once a month. And ordered it, got here, and I mean, bro, just the weakest package.
It's almost stuff that you would imagine that you got from the dollar store.
I think this is called the survival pack or tactical or something like that. But like, bro, what am I gonna do with coffee? I mean, that ain't gonna last me, but maybe
First
2-3 weeks.
I'm not needing coffee to survive.
I don't drink coffee. And then like this pouch, buddy pouch, it's a fanny pack for your underwear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not necessary.
Not necessary. I mean,
clip holder.
I mean, we all got guns. If we're gonna be out, we got some gun oil. So bust.
Yeah.
We don't like that. So
on to the
but
next.
we got this little simple $30 survival kit off of Amazon.
It even has its own little carrying kit. You just slap that off in your bag,
Right.
take off.
Yeah, and we were talking about if y'all are any outdoors business owners like gear and all that, reach out to us if you want to put together a little pack that we can sell on here for you, because this is more realistic.
Yeah.
But we want to like actually I was talking about putting a backpack together that's actually, it's got like a lot of this stuff in it already when it comes to your house. But you got fishing string.
Absolutely necessary.
That's definitely necessary. Emergency blanket,
It's too cold out. There's only the solar blanket that thing keep you warm.
Yeah, I bet that would keep you warm if it's sunny outside. And then we got,
This kit really did think about a lot of good things.
got you a, branch cutter, tree cutter, whatever you want to do.
A little chainsaw, literally.
Or if, you find an abandoned building and you need to cut some pipe, you can cut some PVC with that too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. For tight spaces.
And then we got, the little wallet tool. bottle opener.
Right. Always need a bottle opener, right?
Not sure what you would need, like a measuring thing.
I just use my ring right here to open my bottles.
Yeah, right.
I do.
Yeah, or just put it on the edge of something and pop it down.
Yeah.
That'll work too. I think this is like a bottle holder, like for like a water bottle. If you're
something rather, yeah.
it,
I
clip
can't
it to
call that.
Yeah, I think that's what you do. You clip it around your belt like that, and then put it around the bottle. That's pretty cool. Got a flashlight.
Let's see.
Kind of a weak flashlight.
I think everybody knows what this is.
Yeah, what we
Some
got?
flint.
Oh shit, bro! You gonna catch me? No, I'm just kidding. But hey,
it works really well.
It does.
You didn't even. It's no effort.
Yeah, I really like that. I think
that's the coolest thing.
I saw that, and I've always wanted a
flint.
I mean, just in case I'm out in the woods or whatever.
They're neat.
And I need to start a fire real quick. But then they sent this real cool, pocket knife. That's pretty decent. They got the tactical pin. You can break glass. Not sure what you need to break glass for out in the woods, but
I was saying that thing. This would be neat if this was like a pencil, so you could take it on the job site. You can scratch the metal pipe instead of having a marker.
Yeah,
when you go to make a cut or something.
That'd be ideal. And then this little tactical bracelet. It's got a compass and. Oh, hey, is that a fire starter right there? Too?
That's a can opener right there.
Right there. Oh no, it's just a piece of plastic. I thought that'd be cool if it was a little miniature fire starter.
Oh, it stays off on your wrist.
Yeah,
I mean
that'd be more
smart.
ideal. And then got to have a spoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it that came in that. But I mean, look, $30 versus 60 came with like what? Way more items than that other box did. And I got
way
two
more
boxes.
Useful items.
Right. And because the other box had like a camo hat in it with a piece of Velcro on the top. And I'm like,
what are you going to stick off to your hat?
What's the Velcro for though, bro?
Yeah, that was another one of the things that seemed like it came out of the dollar store.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Yeah. I mean, in this stuff, I really did think some of this stuff was going to be.
No, that's sturdy.
Like cheap
it's
feeling.
heavy duty, actually.
It is. The knife is probably.
The flint.
Yeah.
The spoon is kind of neat, to be honest. You're out in the woods.
Yeah.
You can always make a fork.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think making a spoon would be a little more difficult if you're out in the bush.
I agree. Shoot, bro. Let's take a little whiskey break and then let's get back on it, bro.
I agree.
We'll be right back. All right, we back.
What's going on, everybody?
So, let's do that again.
That ain't gonna work.
Well, look. All right, we're back, everybody. Dylan's trying to open his beer.
Yeah, that's why I say I like doing it with my ring.
You had this.
I know,
you forgot about that one.
Like, it was right there.
Yeah, that thing didn't work very well.
No.
Look, there's a little bottle opener on that bracelet we got to use, and it wasn't that great.
No, I'll find something else.
It wasn't money. It wasn't money, man.
It's not money. Dude.
But speaking of money, I was thinking about keeping your money in the bank or keeping it in the safe, and I mean, I do both, but the majority of my money is going to stay in the bank because I feel like if Chase Bank, has any issues, it's not going to be in my lifetime.
Yeah, even if Chase Bank caught on fire, I feel like you'd still get your money.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
It's
I mean,
somewhere.
they got several.
They got insurance too.
Branches and vaults and all of that, because if you get a fire, like a fire happens at your house or flood or whatever, and the money gets destroyed, they only replace what's like still decent,
able to be because there's no insurance on that stuff.
Yeah, because look, my dad had a good friend, Virgil, and his mama, like, she used to keep money in her bra. They always mess around and said, hey, she looked like she got a third titty. But it was money.
It's just a wad of cash.
Yeah, she just had money on her all the time. Rolls of dough. Hundreds.
What a problem.
Whenever she passed, they went and, cleaned the house out, and they found, several rooms where like the
Where
floor
was she hiding them?
it was like the floor was pulled up, and and she I mean, she had it in the walls, the floors, under the rugs. So they found a lot of it and, took it to the bank, cashed it in. But there was a lot of it that they didn't replace.
Yeah. I heard a story once of an old boss of mine, plumbing. He told me the story. I don't know how true this story is, but, he said that they got this house and they were going to remodel it. Then it had the septic tank was clogged. So they go to the septic tank to see what the issue is, pump it out, whatnot. And rumor has it there was a couple of trash bags just stuffed with money in there. What are you going to do if you come across that, man? Like you've already acquired the property.
This is my property?
Yeah, you're renovating it.
I'm going to keep the money. I'm gonna make gonna make a massive donation though.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of somebody.
I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, but
put it in the bank.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I mean, I'm gonna put it in the bank, bro.
Well, something like that happened recently. Just I think this past year or two at Joel Osteen's church. There was now that I'm thinking about it, there was a plumber that was cutting open the walls to do a repair or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he found $400,000 in cash in the wall.
Wonder if old Joel, threw that money up in there. Because, when I worked in River Oaks, we worked right across the street from Joel.
He hid the money in there.
Man, and he had a big old house, bro. I'm just saying the thing was huge. And because, it was a corner lot with the house we were working on. This thing was 20,000 square feet, air-conditioned space.
Monster.
Right.
Monster.
Crazy.
Get lost.
And, I mean, it took 3 years to build it. I did the floors in there before I was an electrician, and but yeah, every morning we'd come out and we'd see them walking down the road. They had a little, what looked like Secret Service, but it probably just a hired bodyguard.
Yeah, they had people with them,
yeah, because I mean, I think his wife had actually had a couple of attempts at her life.
You were saying something about that.
She got like a bomb delivered to her, and because she had the desk, she was able to make it out. It's crazy, dude. Like what?
To survive something like that.
I mean, it's crazier to me that who wants to kill them?
Some people are upset with them and how they handled the floods.
I mean, it was way before that.
Oh, that was before all that?
Way before that. Yeah, because I mean, I think there was several. I think that's why he had to have security.
That's pretty wild.
Which was crazy. I mean, yeah, and I mean, I got to work on a 3-story remodel that was like Howard Hughes' original mansion or something, in Houston. Yeah, it had like a Wells Fargo chest that had fallen off wagons. You could tell it was broken. My buddy Josh from Houston actually got one.
Really?
Yeah, it was really, really cool. Because like those old stories where the cowboys would, go rob the trains and they'd get the, get the Wells Fargo chest, and but it was just a chest and it just had a little lock on it.
Yeah.
So you could just break the lock or throw it off throw it off a bridge. It's going to break and you're going to get your coin. Man. Crazy, right?
Back in the day must have been wild with stuff like that, like those Bonnie and Clyde days.
Oh, yeah, Bonnie and Clyde, bro. That's crazy because my dad told me that my family had a house that they would actually stop by, and they had a room for them.
Really?
Yeah. Because they traveled through here. They died here.
Did they?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Look up Bonnie. Where did Bonnie and Clyde, what was their final moment? I'm pretty sure it was in Louisiana. But yeah, Bonnie and Clyde, man, they had, my dad, he said that, there were several members in our family that would let them come by and eat and, chill.
Oh, they got, let's see here.
What you got?
Well, it told me at first, and then it took off.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde's death location.
Parr Road 300 in Gibbsland, Louisiana.
Yeah, it's like down 20 that way, like 20 east.
That's wild, man.
Right, because you'll see this Bonnie and Clyde memorial sign that is there. There's a lot of history in Louisiana, a lot of French history. I mean, cultural differences. I mean, like if you go south, it's like the French quarters, and man, it's really cool down there. You've been to New Orleans, huh?
Yeah, I've been down there.
Yeah.
I've had
Bourbon Street. You been to Bourbon Street?
I've been to Bourbon Street. I have. Bourbon Street's wild. You know, Bourbon Street's not what it used to me. Used to be now, you know, to me, because the time I went to Bourbon Street, there was that Cajun music, that, you know, the banjo, that
Yeah.
you just, it's that twang of Louisiana.
Right.
And this last time I went, I think 2 years ago, I was coming back from Florida, and I stopped right there. Stayed at that hotel right there at the corner of Canal and Bourbon Street,
Yeah.
and we went walking down the thing. It's just freaking booty shaking, freaking rap music nowadays. Not that I'm like, there's a time and place for it, but
Yeah.
if I'm on Bourbon Street, I want to hear the swamp. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
saying?
I think they corrected that a little bit, or maybe you went at a different time because my wife and I went for our wedding anniversary. I mean,
Yeah.
our you know, what you call it, honeymoon, and we stayed in the French Quarters, and I mean, right there in the French Quarters, they had the livest bands, bro. I mean, there
Really?
was, yeah, oh yeah, there was like it was,
Well, it was a Monday night that I was there, so
Yeah.
maybe like on the weekend it was more cultural.
it's possible because I know like walking down, and it's probably like the area of Bourbon Street that you were on.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when we would walk up in the French Quarters on the, I don't know what side it was, but if you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. But there's like all these little restaurants, and there's
Right.
this little road that kind of goes this way and this and like splits off, and it's, you know, there's like a little.
There's a Copeland's over there, isn't there?
I think so. Yeah, probably. But we ate at several different restaurants. But yeah, I mean, the music was great there, and there was because I remember going into this one place and the drummer caught my attention.
Really?
And I'm not a big drummer guy. Like, I mean, I like, you know, my drums on the beats and stuff, but
Those drummers are pretty impressive.
but
Some of
man,
them,
I mean, but when a drummer stands out in the band over the lead singer, over the guitarist, that's I just never really I seen that before. I don't think. Yeah, but yeah, New Orleans is cool.
New Orleans is cool. If you haven't been, you should give it a shot. It's
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Bourbon
go to
Street
a
in
couple of
particular.
LSU games this year in Baton Rouge though, because you know I lived down there for a long time and I've never been to a LSU game, and we love our Tigers. You know,
I haven't been to a professional football game or college game. You know,
I don't think I've even been. Yeah, I mean, McNeese down in Lake Charles. We've been you know, we used to go to their homecomings and stuff like that. My mom went to school there,
yeah.
and yeah, I mean, because McNeese is like it's like the LSU of Lake Charles. You know, I mean, everybody loves
wants to
McNeese.
go there.
Yeah, cool
That's
stuff, man. But yeah, Louisiana's got such, you know,
For not
odd-
being that big, it's got a lot of history.
it's got a lot of odd history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Texas, I'm sure, has a lot of history too.
Yeah, man. Texas is enormous.
Yeah,
That's why, you know, well, I was gonna say here, you know, that's why, like, talking about some superpowers and stuff. Some stuff we were talking about earlier. It'd be nice to have superpowers like flying in Texas, because
right.
you go on a trip anywhere
Yeah,
in Texas,
right.
you're driving in Texas for like
Ever.
majority of your trip. I remember when we drove to Colorado, it was like 8.5 hours on Texas roads before we even got to New Mexico or Colorado. It was wild,
Yeah, I used to go with Rashid up to New Mexico and Colorado all the time. And
Performing.
Rashid, hey, shout out you, Rashid. Hey, bro, you a road dog. And I'm going to tell you why. We took my Colorado to Colorado.
There you go.
And I drove up there, but I think I drove up there most of the way. Like,
That's probably a good 16-hour drive.
yeah, but I can't remember if we switched off a couple times or not.
I got like a driver's high when I drove up there, dude. I was so excited.
Yeah, but I drove, and then when we were coming back, I was like, I mean, we had, you know, partied and
Yeah.
stayed up till 2, 3 in the morning. Yeah, this dude tried to jump me at the club.
Oh, wow.
Because I was just standing against a wall, and he comes up, "You chupacabra," and I'm like, "What is that?" And you know, I didn't know what that was. There's a gang over there.
Chupacabra where?
Yeah, we were in Colorado Springs, bro.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
and I mean,
Was it like a gang style
Dude,
club, or was it?
yeah,
Like,
it was thug.
yeah.
You know where I'm at.
Well,
You
yeah.
know,
Some of them are
but
more than the
but
others.
like not wanting to be, but
Right.
it just happens that the
Comes
people
with
that
it.
were booking us,
Comes with the territory.
they were gangsters. But anyways, yeah, he like I'm against the wall with my back against the wall, just chilling by myself. I don't know anybody there.
They're minding your business.
Rashid's off in the club somewhere, probably getting a drink. He loves his amaretto sours. And but yeah, dude comes up, Chupacabra, and he's looking at me crazy, like he's fixing to stab me something, and then finally, like, luckily there was one of the OGs over there, and he didn't know me, but he was like, relax. And then Rashid walked up at that time, and he's like, man, chill, dog, we from Texas, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like,
nothing to do
but
with
the
this.
dude had that look. I mean, that was scary. Cause
Yeah, you probably needed them.
I mean, I'm out of town. I don't have my homeboys with me. Not that I roll with a bunch of boys, but I'm just saying, like, when somebody approaches you like that and you're in their city, that's why I had my back against the wall, though. I was always aware, of the situation, because, man, you never know what you're going to run into over there. But anyway, so back to the whole driving thing. So Rashid, we're up chilling, and he's like, hey, man, let's go back. I was like, all right, you mind taking the first leg? And he was like, nah. Next thing you know, I woke up, we was in San Antonio.
Covered some
He
ground,
drove 14 hours straight. You know what I mean?
Covered some ground.
Like, I don't remember stopping and get gas,
700
food.
miles later.
Yeah. Rashid's just a road dog, man.
That's cool,
but
man.
I mean, he's been out there on the road a long time. Like, that's what he's been doing most of his life, traveling.
Here and there.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, that's probably one of the most difficult jobs you could do is entertaining.
Yeah.
You got to be on the road, away from your family, all the time. Every weekend for 3 years straight, we were on the road.
And then situations like you were just talking about.
Right.
You're not even doing nothing, and it just found you.
Right, and he's solo dolo. Rashid don't ride with nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he got boys and people got respect for him, and that's why he's always good. But, like, man, riding bike, that's brave.
Yeah, yeah. Especially when you're going from city to city like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, man. But, yeah, it's back to the superpowers, because I really, man, that, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, I'd love to teleport.
Yeah, teleport would be cool, too. That's a lot faster than flying, but think about all the cool stuff you miss on your way there. And with the superpower, you don't got to worry about crashing if you can have the superpower of flying. You don't need to rely on a plane, man. I'd get, like, night vision or thermal vision or something like that. Because you know me, I like going out at night hunting hogs and stuff. So, shoot, that just puts you one step ahead of the game on that.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got to go hog hunting again soon, bro. It's been too long.
Yeah, man, this has been freaking probably since the last time we went and shot that pig that come across the fence.
Yeah,
that was probably 6 years ago. Probably
six or seven. It popped up on my timeline the other day.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it.
cool.
It showed you with it.
It showed me with the pig.
Yeah. Because remember, after we killed it,
because I got the picture of you sitting with the jacket behind it. Yeah.
Yeah. After we killed it, we took a couple pictures, make sure we had a memory of that. Because that was
cool.
Very fun night.
And that's the thing with hunting, dude. Almost every time you are successful, that's just like a little spot in your brain that you're just gonna remember forever, man.
Right. Yeah. Hunting trips are always, like memorable. I don't think there's many hunting trips I've been on that I don't really remember a story from.
No, I can remember all of them. I could probably keep somebody busy for days talking about hunting stories.
Yeah.
Because, they all have their own different perks and funny. Some of them are funny. Some of them are not successful. It just depends. It really does.
I don't think that I've actually... Dude, I'm going to be real, bro. And I know this is maybe bold, but I haven't missed anything I've shot at.
Hey, I have.
Like my dad, my dad used to take me, like my dad taught me how to shoot a rifle when I was young. I think I was 5 when I shot my first gun. Because we lived in Denham Springs, and there was this little field by, like an empty lot in between our house and the next one.
Right.
And bro, now that I'm thinking about it, this was like we were almost in the city. If you go to Denham Springs, right off the interstate, I-10, our neighborhood was like right there. And my dad's got, you know, 22, a couple other guns, and we just lay down by the street and shoot back towards the woods.
Right.
And I mean, I learned to get good with that 22.
22.
That Ruger
everybody.
22.
Mine that I grew up with was a Marlin.
Marlin.
Mine didn't have a clip in it. It had the, you would pull that tube out from
Yeah.
under the barrel and put the bullets in there and then put it
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I grew up with. But
But yeah, that Ruger 22 was
open
cool.
sights.
Yeah, open sights.
Yeah.
Because I could hit my grandfather threw a can in the water one time by his house in Quitman over there. Mm-hmm. And he was like, shoot that can, boy. So I shot the can, and it came out of the water.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I struck an idea to shoot it and then shoot it while I was in the air.
Yeah.
And I did that. That was pretty cool. And then my dad's friend, Thurman, he lived by the gas plant out in Madisonville. My dad worked in the oil field. And he would take us like out on the property, a lot. And we just creep at night, hunt varmints, you know. So we're riding, and I'm in the back seat. And my dad, Thurman said, hey, I bet your boy can't shoot that, I don't remember what it was.
Was it a raccoon in the tree or
Must
something?
have been a raccoon or something like that.
Yeah.
All I saw was its eyes, but because we just had a spotlight.
Right.
So I get up, my dad said, bet. Andy, hand him the rifle. Hand me the rifle. I just aim right. Because I know, like, once you get down that 22, like, once you get it down.
You know where the bullet's going.
You know exactly where that bullet's going.
Mm-hmm.
And because it don't move, it's nothing,
Yeah.
So I just locked in and popped him. And then we go probably another couple feet. Here comes a rabbit right here. Shoot the rabbit. And then we're driving out through the field. And, I mean, we're just spotlighting.
Right.
Yeah, we're just shooting
Looking
whatever.
for eye shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I saw a little shining in the trees, kind of cut back. It was a white rabbit.
Yeah.
He jumped way up in the air, and I went and got him though, and we ate him.
Yeah, dude. That's good eating, man.
Yeah,
I love some rabbit on the barbecue pit.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to eat that raccoon.
Yeah.
But
I have yet to have a raccoon, but I will eat one. I have eaten a bobcat before, and that sucker, you'd be surprised.
for real, it's good.
Man, I shot it, kept the skin, kept the skull, kept a couple of the feet, and I was like, why not take something off of this and try eating it? So I took the back straps out of it, because that's one of the best cuts of meat off of these animals that you get.
Yeah,
And I took one of his hindquarters.
right.
So I took that home, cooked it up, but I just cut it up into like Chick-fil-A size nuggets. And I breaded them up, fried them.
Nice.
Man, it was good.
I mean, but like when you go camping though, like what's your go-to camping meal? Like, I mean, you like burgers, pork chops, steaks. Like, if you're going camping with your family?
I got a barbecue pit, stuff like that.
Yeah, you got a barbecue pit. I mean, or you can make you a pit fire or whatever. But
Right,
what's your go-to like choice of food though? Because like you don't want to be dealing with a bunch of elements
Right.
to what you're cooking.
Well, I just like a good chunk of meat that I could put over the fire.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, like fajita, some fajita flank steak, something that just like when it gets that char on it, it's just you can't beat it. And you don't need a whole lot of with it. You can do that, a little bit of cheese, cut up a couple onions, or buy you some pico, bring that out there.
Right.
You can't.
Yeah.
beat
See,
it.
like
Something
I
simple.
take my I've got a just a freestanding charcoal pit
Right.
that I take under the camper, and then I also bring my Blackstone though, because breakfast.
See, that's what we used to do
Breakfast,
at
right.
our deer lease. Is we didn't. You've even seen it. It's like a wok that we call it the cowboy cooker.
Right.
But the guys across the street from our camp that introduced us to him, there was these Hispanic guys, and Eli Senior, Eli Junior, all the Elis, and but they're cool, man. We would bring our food up and they'd cook it, but they introduced us to this thing. They called it the disco.
Oh, okay.
And it's basically a plow disc
Okay.
with the
Little
center,
ridge.
that center piece welded in. There's no ridge. It's just a disc.
Oh, it's just open.
Just a disc with
that's
some
nice.
handles on it.
Nice.
So like the idea behind it is if you're frying like chicken or whatever, you're frying some homemade chips.
Yeah.
You just kind of like pull that disc up to the side so the oil's down here and it's nothing up here. It's like it'll just keep it warm. So
Right.
you just fry it and then you just scoot it up and then the oil drains off of it and we just eat off of that. But
Nice.
when we weren't frying stuff, we would do breakfast tacos out of there. You know, get you some Jimmy
Yeah.
Dean, throw it in there, chop it up, get you
Right.
some eggs, and we just crack the eggs right on top of the meat,
Yeah, bro.
stir it in.
Yeah, because there's like, because I guess they're really in. I mean, that's the answer then. There ain't really no go-to. I mean, I know I'm going to bring breakfast stuff. So, because our friend Clay, he had chicken, so we would get the eggs.
Right.
He had tons of them.
I think the go-to, though, would be chicken, to be honest. Thinking
Yeah.
about it, chicken's cheap, easy to cook.
Yeah.
It's great over an open fire.
Yeah, man, man. So if you're not a big cooker or you are, man, try this out. So I use chicken breast, right? I'll go to Sam's or whatever and get them,
Right.
and then I get that Tony Chachere's jalapeno butter injection,
I love that stuff.
and I just get right up under that skin, on the top and blow that bird up.
A little balloon.
I mean, you can even see it. It's just swelling.
Yeah.
Right. And then I use a garlic base on everything. Like most of the time it's like a jalapeno garlic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I tap it with a little jalapeno lemon pepper. And that's
Jalapeno lemon pepper.
Yeah, bro, that goes on everything that I cook.
I'm going to need... Have I had
called
that yet?
Yeah, everything that you've eaten here that I've cooked is on there.
That's why I like
So
it.
yeah, so like the jalapeno garlic or spicy, or if you don't like spicy, you just do garlic and it's regular lemon pepper. But we like everything spicy.
Yeah.
So
Spice is life.
But anyways, the final coat is gonna be cluck it up.
Cluck it up.
Yeah, they have it at
I've
Brookshire's.
been hearing about that ever since I come out here.
Yeah, cluck it up. Like I mean,
It is good stuff.
on your pork, on your chicken, man, it's super good. It's just got a flavor to it that I can't beat.
Talking about seasonings, there's this one seasoning that put y'all on some game here, just like he's telling y'all. It's called Uncle Chris's.
What's that?
Ah, man, it's just like this blend of spices. It's got like onion powder, parsley, salt, pepper,
Yeah.
garlic, all the, good stuff. But you couldn't mix it up yourself. Like the way that they mixed it was just flawless. I always joke with people, and I always try to introduce somebody to a new seasoning. Like,
Yeah.
have you tried this? Well, if you haven't, go look for it. It's called Uncle Chris's, and I always say, you put that on ice cream. It's so
Right.
good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I do it, but
Yeah.
it's just funny enough.
No, cooking's fun, man. Like before I moved over here in Louisiana again, I was born here and then moved to Texas. I'm a Texas boy. I'm half and half, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
You're mixed.
Yeah, I'm mixed, man.
Louisiana and Texas, man.
Yeah.
Best of both.
Best of both worlds. I would say these are two of the best states to live in. I mean, not so much here is a little. It's
a little swampy.
It's just a little hard to do business here. But other than that, I love Louisiana.
I think Louisiana is kind of stuck with its roots, man. They haven't like advanced as much as like Texas with these huge neighborhoods and all these massive, expensive things going on over there. So I really like how like down to earth it is around
It's
here.
a lot slower.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Then it's a lot slower than. But I mean, that's what makes it so hard
Right.
to do business. Because
Yeah.
look, I'm not gonna go into nothing crazy with this, but just pulling permits alone. You got like in Shreveport, you got a permit office there.
Yeah.
You have to register every year, individually. Like
Yeah, each of your employees,
Yeah.
everybody working in
right
that county.
in that
or
yeah,
parish.
in that parish,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then if you look at Bossier, same thing. But then if you go outside the city limits, and if like in Texas, you're in counties,
Right.
So like when you go out of the city limits,
Yeah.
there ain't no jurisdiction.
Yeah, that's when any Tom, Dick, and Harry can do the work.
I can call in a disconnect, reconnect on an electrical service and get it done. But like over here, you have to deal with a police jury.
Right.
So they put together a committee or whatever that deals with that type of
Kinda
stuff.
regulates
And I
it.
mean, it makes the pricing go way up. So your permits are $230 versus $40.
Wow. I
Right.
didn't even realize it was that big of a jump.
Yeah, and see, that's the hardest thing is like learning all that stuff. But anyways, that's for another day,
Work is work. Sometimes you can't keep your head off
Yeah,
of it. It's
and
gonna come out.
yeah, we've been you know, getting a lot of business lately. I took a little break because I did the Starbucks remodel in the Barksdale Air Force Base, and after that, I was gonna go out to Birmingham and do this job on another military base. Those guys, I mean, I ain't gonna mention no names, but dude, like, there's levels to this shit.
There is.
And when you're doing something that high up, you can't have nobody, when I'm going in as the electrical contractor, I don't work for nobody.
Right.
Like I'm going in and doing my thing. You hired me to do the electrical. They're trying to tell me what to do. Like you need to be putting pipe on the wall. No, bro, I don't. I've got bigger fish to fry. I'm worried about this 40 kW generator that I got to move from this building to this one, and I got to do a 300-foot bore.
Some people just don't
on the base and coordinate with Alabama Power Company to do this and this and this, and they weren't gonna get it. So I dipped. I removed my contract.
Yeah, those places like that.
And I was finna make.
It's a damn
I was
headache.
fixing to make over $250,000, bro, with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I gave that right up because I'm not in it for the money.
Trouble.
I'm just not in it for the money.
Yeah.
I'm in it for doing the right thing and, and for the quality of work. It wasn't about the money because they were all, oh, you going to charge me, this and this and this. And I said, dude, I'm a business owner.
Right.
How could you pay me for something you can't bill out? That was their biggest thing. I'm like, bro, I'm not an idiot. I needed to negotiate the money to make sure I was good, but I'm not an idiot, like
Right.
I know how it works. So, you live and you learn.
That's right.
But also, man, I'm a family man. And I think God knew that, and he was like, Tony, I'm gonna set this up, but I just want to test you to see how far you gonna go. Because like I bought another camper, so I got 2 campers now on accident.
Yeah.
I don't want it. If
Hey,
anybody wants to buy it, hit me up. I got a Wolf Pup 16 EV for sale.
It's nice too.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's been slept in one night. But yeah, man, I love the camping life.
Camping's fun.
That's one thing I got to get you in.
See,
I got to get you into it. We need to
I'm into it. But my
RV in though.
My thing with camping is I grew up my whole life every weekend, me and my dad would go out to the woods to a cabin that they built, not nothing fancy. It's just like a 16 by 16 plywood cabin with some shelving and bunk beds, nothing fancy. And shoot, after us being there for, I don't know how many years, it was my dad's dad, my grandpa was out there with my dad, and then I come out there.
Right.
Well, we finally put an AC unit in that thing one time. I remember that. But, I lost where I was going with that.
Camping. We're talking about camping.
Brain fart. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about camping.
That's what I'm saying. I'm so used to being able to, like, hop on the four-wheeler and with my gun or in the truck and just cruise.
Well, that's the thing. You
That's
can
what I like
still
about
do
that.
that. You can
Well, not in the park.
Not in the park, but if you bring like we got some friends we camp with, and they have the side by sides and all that stuff.
Right.
So I mean, he's gonna get a car hauler. That you got the camper with the hauler behind it. So you bring that, and then you got your truck. So you throw your 4-wheeler in the back of the truck.
That's cool.
Take off close by to some land or something like that. But you can still do your camping, or
explore.
we need to just get a lease and have a spot that we set up that we can go camping. Bring the campers out there and just, bring 4-wheelers and stuff like that, get around.
Yeah, I wish you could have seen the one that we had out. It was like an hour and a half from my house, and it was 7,000 acres.
Man.
Now it's a dang neighborhood. And, what's wild is I seen on my phone, because I see these things pop up on my phone about it, because it's turned into like a cartel-ish type neighborhood is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
And they just found this. They pulled this guy over. It was him and 2 other people in a car. They didn't have anything on them, but they confessed to having a bunch of meth in a trailer.
Yeah.
So these cops go to do it, and they found like 270 pounds of that crap, dude.
That's
Can
crazy.
you imagine? But the thing is, that blows my mind away. I would never have brought this up, but it's on the property that I used to go hunting on, man, in one of those little houses that they built out there.
Man,
It's crazy.
that is crazy. You know what else is crazy? This damn weather.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we about to have that Arctic blast or something come through here.
Yeah.
What is it, actually?
Well, but hey, well, look, while we're on it, you want to know what the coldest day and look, and remember I said I was born here, right?
Right.
The coldest recorded temperature in Louisiana is minus 16 degrees in none other than Minden, my
That's
birthplace. Crazy. Like,
That is wild, man.
and then the hottest day was like, I think it was 114, and that was in Plain Dealing, like where you went the other day,
Right.
near Cotton Valley. I think Cotton Valley and Plain close enough, but yeah, 114 degrees.
Yeah, that's hot, man. That's hot.
I mean, that's
They say 120 degrees can burn your skin, right?
well, look, I mean, in Louisiana and Texas, we all know it can go from like today.
It's
It was
mood swings.
30 degrees this morning, and then we're in long sleeve shirts by 12, and then
Right.
and then an hour later we got to put the jackets back on.
Well, dude, last week and here even it got up to like 79 degrees.
Saturday,
Yeah. And then
Saturday
here-
it was 80 degrees.
Yeah, then here we are, and it's freaking 48 out right now.
Yeah,
It's
and when
gonna
you're an
get down to
electrician,
36.
it ain't good, because like you got to work around the weather. Things got to be moved around. And when you have like panel changes and stuff like that, and it's on a schedule,
Right.
it's very difficult because sometimes like the weatherman, we all know he a liar. But like, I mean, he's probably trying to do his best. Sorry,
he's
but
trying,
I'm just saying it's like it's always
I
changing.
think it's his technology that be jerking him around sometimes.
Yeah.
Like it does us from time to time. Like
Yeah,
it
I
did
mean-
that last recording.
It's supposed to get down to 29 tonight. And then we got some important stuff to do. We're getting a lot of emergency calls lately. Like people's services are going bad. And most of the time it's because they're cranking their heater up and it's electric and it's really
It's
drawing that
drawing.
power. And,
Yeah.
if there's any small breaks in the line or,
If there's anything that was weak prior to using all these heaters,
yeah.
It's
Today
just-
we went
it's
to this
finishing
this
them off.
house and 2 spots today we saw arcing.
right?
Which is very, I mean,
One sounded like frying bacon.
yeah, like it's very, well, I wouldn't say it's very uncommon, but it's uncommon to see that many times in a short amount of time. Because like dummy
I think
put
you're
in a
onto
wrong,
it though. It's
you
because
know.
of the weather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean, like the dummy that put in the wrong brand breaker, the teeth
true.
were too wide, and
that was
one
never
of my
right from day one.
yeah, one of my great customers, one of my wife got me this customer and is one of her patients. And it's like,
And she kept saying, half my house just keeps turning off.
yeah.
And we're like,
Yeah. So I had the
How?
power company come out, check their side. Cause a lot of times over here, like our services they're shot, bad shape.
yeah.
And when we do have cold weather and storms, I see this so often that I start with that.
And the rain too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I see something off, so I saw a little spot in the wire, and I, called the energy company out, and told them, "Can you check this out?" So we went through all the steps, and then later on, I kill a breaker to the sub panel on the side of the house that it was feeding,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "Are you experiencing these lights go out?" And then that narrowed it down for me. And I went in that breaker, and I'm turning breakers on and off, and
It
it's
just jumped
just
out.
sparked at me.
And
And
said,
then
here I am.
yeah, and then right at that same time, one of the guys from Swepco, we became friends recently, and he calls me up and he's like, "Hey man, I got another one for you." He said these lugs are bad in here, in the meter can. So we went over there, and sure enough, you can hear it.
That was the one that was sizzling. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go fix that in the morning.
Yeah, no.
Louisiana weather, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
it is that
dude,
weather.
what's the lowest temperature in Texas? It's got to be similar, right?
Lowest temp in Texas. I imagine northern Texas probably is gonna get a little bit colder than what here is getting.
I know that the
Because North Texas is up there by like New Mexico.
dang
Yeah.
-23. I wasn't expecting that. That was also in 1899. 1899 was a cold year because 1899. Remember that's the coldest.
Makes you wonder what was really going on.
Yeah. It's almost the same day, February 8th. See, I think that was like February
There was a cold
13th.
front coming down from up north, and it got Texas, and then it dissipated as it got here.
Yeah, yeah, because February 13th, and well, that's 1933.
But look, this temperature also recorded in Tulia in 1899.
Yeah, so I don't know where Tulia is.
That's probably in Texas, I'm assuming. Tulia,
Amarillo, 16 below, 1899. Yeah, 1899 was a cold year.
yeah, very.
Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, once the thing is with that cold though, if it's a good dry cold, it's not too bad, but it's the wet cold that really gets you down to your bones. But in Texas, none of the homes really in Texas are prepared for that type of weather. So like just a couple years back, whenever we had the weather that was ice, that was like a true Arctic blast,
Right.
and we were in the teens for like, I don't know, maybe a week.
Yeah.
Or it might have been more, it might have been a little bit less, but
Yeah.
when Texas experienced that, I think that was the greatest disaster Texas had ever been through, because it wasn't just the coast. It
Right.
wasn't just an area where this or that happened.
Right.
It was the whole damn state.
Yeah.
Water pipes busting everywhere.
Yeah, it was a bad deal.
Man,
Yeah.
that was
It
bad.
good-
I remember
good,
doing
good,
that.
Good month for plumbers.
I've made a lot of money going around and fixing leaks and stuff doing that.
Yeah.
I know one time I was doing this one on my uncle's house, and that was a freaking nightmare. Repaired it, turned it on, found another leak.
No
Dang.
way.
Did that 15 times.
Wow. Yeah, see, equipment, it gets real cold out there, because there's there's not anything city-wise to warm anything up like that. So, probably 3 years in a row, every year when it gets cold, we got to go dig something up and repair the plumbing line.
Well, it's
from
wild.
The source.
This year,
Yeah.
it came at you from a whole new angle. It was water in your gas line. Like, what
I know,
the
right?
hell?
Yeah, we go out there to set up that game camera, and matter of
the
fact,
chicken camera.
dude. So we go to set up a game camera because there were things making.
They were tearing up the yard.
Damage in the yard. So we're setting the camera up. Dylan's almost done setting it up. I walk over towards the shop, to where they were tearing the yard up.
Yeah, the shop building behind the house.
Next thing you know, the chickens just start flocking to me.
Yeah, it's a dang chicken whisperer.
And we saw exactly what was happening. They're taking their feet and just
Ripping the pine needles up.
ripping the pine needles up,
throwing it and eating
and
the
it
bugs.
literally looked like hogs bedding up.
It looked like a pig had got his nose up under that stuff and just
Yeah.
pushed it.
So I'm sitting here, man. I just bought this $200 game camera. And
God, dog.
we're seeing chickens, but then the next morning, I don't know. Did I tell you this?
You did. I saw it.
Man, like 7:00 in the morning, I set it up to where it takes its first picture, 360. Nothing there. 7:05. Here comes like 3-4 different chickens.
Yeah.
8:00
On the patio.
Here comes 2 dogs.
Yeah. One of them was a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them for real. We're going to post that up on the comments somewhere.
You can see right through. You could
See right through the
the
dog.
dog's walking away, but you can see
Through it.
through it.
Crazy.
I don't know how that happened,
Yeah.
but it did.
And then an hour later, the cats came.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't understand.
It's a farm over there.
So for real, I was not expecting that though, man.
It's
I'm
a
like,
farm over there.
I'm like, bro, we gonna see something for real. We can go shoot.
For real.
Dang it.
We
So-
were gonna do the podcast out of there and then hopefully catch something on the camera and be like, "Hey guys, we'll be right back."
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Hey, it's not out of the question yet. We might be able to throw something out. But if we put some corn out, who's gonna be eating it?
Yeah,
Daggone chickens.
chickens, man. Hey, look at this stuff, man. Look, scientists are bringing back the woolly mammoth.
I'm ready for it.
In the rapidly evolving field of genetic engineering, few names resonate as profoundly as George Church. And
Trying to play God.
apparently, yeah, he's trying to play God. He's trying to bring back the woolly mammoth.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's kind of cool, but I feel like something like that could really get out of hand.
Yeah, I don't think we should go too crazy with it.
Yeah, but you know how?
Because what if you create an animal that just is,
Overly dominant, destroys stuff.
Yes,
hard to
all
maintain.
of that. Yeah, couldn't find the words for it, but I mean, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, let me ask you this:
Yeah,
of dinosaurs,
yeah,
since we're on this topic of doing a clone,
right.
what dinosaur would you like to see cloned?
Man,
Because I mean, like this is like Jurassic Park, like
yeah,
theme park. Come and look at this zoo type thing. Like,
right. I think I'd probably, I don't know,
I'm
man, a
kind of interested in a
pterodactyl.
raptor, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wouldn't say I want to see that because, like on that movie.
Well,
Jurassic
that's kind of what I'm
Park.
saying. Those raptors in Jurassic Park, they seem like they got some real character. Dude.
I mean, bro, they do, but I'm
Smart.
thinking. Yeah, they're smart.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I want to see like more of a. I mean, now if we're just talking about being like something to see that's cool,
Yeah, just clone, not like a whole bunch and released or anything.
Right.
Just like see it alive.
but because of Jurassic Park, man, I'm on the fence on that one. But
Or
pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah, if I could be a dinosaur,
Ah, well.
I think I'd be a pterodactyl. Because I mean, you can fly away. You ain't got to worry about that T-Rex on the ground.
And they're savages.
Savage.
Savage. I mean, you look at how deadly an eagle or a hawk is when they come out of the sky. Multiply that by 100.
Right. How do you spell pterodactyl?
Don't get me lying.
There it is.
Dactyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that off the screen. I didn't know that.
Wow.
What's the wingspan on one of them suckers?
I don't know. I was looking to see. It's almost 4 minutes with a 20-second drop. I don't know.
We're going to find out. I'm going to need to know what the wingspan is because that seems like it'd be pretty wild.
Why is that has a distinct feature?
Pterodactyl.
Hmm.
Come on. This must be like, there must be a whole bunch of different versions of a pterodactyl. But
Yeah, it looks like
says
yeah.
You got 6.5 feet. I feel like some eagles have wingspans like that.
Yeah, eagles
But
are crazy.
Up
big.
to 36 feet.
That's crazy.
Now that's the pterodactyl I want to be.
Yeah.
You could probably dive out of the sky and kill a T-Rex.
Yeah, man. Pterodactyls, I mean, because I always, I liked studying dinosaurs.
Yeah, I was a dinosaur kid too.
That's
I like
pretty
dinosaurs.
cool. I think I even had like toy dinosaurs that, like those. What's that one with the real long neck?
Littlefoot?
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's the movie I'm
Land
thinking
Before
of.
Time.
Yeah, Land Before Time. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I love
I've watched all of those.
Land Before
You
Time.
got Petrie. He's like the
Petrie.
little pterodactyl,
Right,
dude.
right.
Yeah, man.
But what's that one with the?
I'll tell you all of them. You got Sarah.
No. Like not the name in the movie, but what's the one that the dinosaur that has the really long neck?
Don't
Man,
know.
I don't
man.
know, y'all. Long neck dinosaur.
What is Littlefoot? That would tell you. There it is. Bronchiosaurus.
Yeah, Bronchiosaurus. Yeah, Bronchiosaurus. That's one of my favorite
Now
ones.
that's
too.
some hunting I want to do, dude. I want to go after these things, man.
Dude, could you imagine
Yes.
if we were
bro.
like really we could get a 1 weekend pass. Excuse me. We could get a 1 weekend pass to go back in time and hunt dinosaurs.
I'm thinking if I had the money like Elon, I'd probably be like, look, I'm going to buy 30,000 acres of land. I'm going to fence it in with some fancy Jurassic Park fencing. And then I'm going to clone a bunch of dinosaurs and I'm going to sell them so people can hunt. Come on, dude.
Dude, it'd be genius.
If the
And then-
cloning stuff works.
But like, who would you take with you if you're gonna go hunt, we know we're gonna take Cody,
Cody's coming.
but like if you could take, dude, you know what'd be funny though?
I'll take Cody's whole crew, man.
if
He's
you
got
could-
a good crew of guides, man.
for sure. But like if you could take a celebrity with you hunting that had never hunted,
Oh, wow, we're gonna have fun. Theo Vaughn's coming with me.
yeah, Theo Vaughn, we gotta have Theo.
I don't think he's been hunting. Joe Rogan, I know he hunts.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. I think I'd want to go hunt with Joe Rogan one time.
I've seen some of his hunts on the hunting channel. You know, watching the hunting channel, like
Really?
yeah, guys,
know that he did
guys
that.
that I'm used to watching hunt all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Some of them have taken him out bow hunting because that's what he likes to do. He likes
Yeah,
to
he
hunt
likes
with
the
a
bow. See, I
compound
can't.
bow.
I don't have the patience for bow hunting.
I don't have the shoulder for it. My shoulder, like I've shot a doe before with
Yeah.
the bow, and I tracked her for what seemed like 4 miles. We never found her. She bled so like, dude, I'm telling you, like puddles of blood. Like we're talking puddles of blood, and we never found her. I don't know if she just kept getting bumped and kept moving and moving and moving. But ever since I hurt my shoulders, when I shoot, my freaking shoulder will drop out of socket, dude. And
That's crazy.
That's the most uncomfortable feeling because it's not, you can get it back into socket,
Right.
but it's the soreness and the pain and the weak shoulder after the fact, dude. Because that thing, I'll just be standing there and my shoulder will just drop out.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
One time I dislocated both shoulders at once and I was by myself. That was a sight to see. It was like having two freaking noodles for arms. It was, dude. I couldn't move them. I was like this. Like
Yeah.
they were out of socket, dude. I had
That's
to like
crazy.
grab one wrist like this and
Right.
stretch. Bah, and then I could grab this arm and go.
I mean,
It was bad.
I dislocated my shoulder on a job. There was this job box that those ones that.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had warned me. I didn't know what they were talking about though.
Oh,
They were just like, watch when you close that box. And I
it
said,
just wow.
yeah, because I had actually, put my hand up there, closed it, and I had something in my hand, my other hand, because they said close it with two hands. Don't try to one arm this, or it's gonna yank your arm out of socket.
And it did.
And dude, I mean, well, there was a way that you could do it that wouldn't do that, but it was
Yeah,
it was a big chance that it was a big chance that that's gonna happen. So I just was being dumb, getting out of there, trying to lock the box. I mean, and yeah, I yanked my shoulder out of socket, bro, and it's still not fully
still not right.
fully right because I can put my hand on the wall like this, and if I reach out too far, it'll just yank out of socket.
Like for me, when I'm doing any kind of work over my head, my shoulders get freaking whooped
Yeah.
so fast, like the
Yeah.
burning sensation.
That's why I try to
dude.
keep as many different ranges of ladders on the van.
Yeah.
Because like you want to get up as high as you can to where you're not doing that. I mean,
Well, with the shoulder thing, when I was plumbing,
yeah,
I'd be laying under a sink putting up a garbage disposal
Yeah,
or
that's the
connecting
worst.
some supply lines.
yeah,
But I'm laying on my back and I'm
Right.
reaching up. But my shoulders, like if it had been dislocated recently within a few months,
yeah,
I'll be laying under the sink and my shoulder will go and just
Right.
like pop out of socket. And
Yeah.
I mean, God,
That's the
dog,
worst,
dude,
man.
that's nothing.
We're
you
getting
ever wanna
old,
deal
bro.
with.
we're getting older, bro.
Oh man, I can only imagine what I'm going to be when I'm 60.
Yeah.
Whew. I'm only 32.
Man, I'm starting to, because I feel like this, bro. As you're getting older, and I think once you reach around 40, I'll be 40 next year. It's like you get in this headspace where you think, this is it. Like you're declining. It's not going to get better. But I'm slowly, like, my mentality's changing to where I know I might have soon. I'm going to have that desire to work out, get my body fit. Because, you see a lot of people that, like, look at Sylvester Stallone and
Yeah.
these guys,
Yeah.
they're still, like, ripped. And I'm
Right.
like, man, if they can do it, why am I giving up right now?
Yeah.
You know what I
Just
mean?
do it naturally.
Yeah, because, like, the sauna, it's not a sauna, but the steam box that I got, love it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's so, I mean,
Good
it
way to
feels
get
so
the toxins
cleansing,
out,
man. Because I mean, you just go in there and throw you a podcast on or something. Make sure you throw this Real Talk, Real Camp Talk podcast on.
right.
Go get in your Steam box, and spend you about 15 to 20 minutes in there, and it really does change the game. And you can get them on Amazon for like a couple $100.
Yeah, I used to do that when I used to work out at 24 Hour Fitness when I was a lot younger in
Yeah.
school, I'd go sweat it out,
Yeah,
work it out, sweat it out, go home.
yeah. Then you got to get in the ice bath though, or cold shower or something. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Because you want to lock that. Like even when you're stretching, that's a good thing too. Like if you're getting older and you forget to stretch,
Oh, so
stretch. Like in the shower, bro. I'll do some stretching when I'm taking a
I
shower.
always, just don't take this out of context. I always reach down and touch my toes, dude. That bending down
Yeah.
and stretching of your back like that, I do it all the time, and I can like put my fingers under my front toes.
Yeah.
And
Well,
people
I'll
are
start
like, how
off.
the heck do you do that? And I go, because I do it like every day.
Well, dude,
I'm
I
always
start
stretching.
off and my fingertips touch like my shins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I let it. I hang there until I can touch the floor,
Yeah.
and I walk, and I touch the floor, and then I walk to where my palms can sit on the floor, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
And I mean, even like for real, if you just do that, if like you're sore, and you feel that lower back pain and all that, man, try that stretching out. Because when I do that, my days go a lot easier.
Stretching is one thing, but I'll tell you what, when I first started coming down here with you
Yeah.
and your wife popped your back when you laid on the
Oh,
floor,
yeah, yeah.
and I was like, I
That's the game.
need that.
That's the
So
game.
I laid down on the floor, and she said, all right, take a deep breath, exhale. And when she pushed down on my back, that thing said,
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like I could breathe better.
Yeah.
Your partner needs to learn how to crack a back like that because,
Yeah. Yeah.
the top portion of my back is what needed it, and
Legit.
that was just
It's legit.
you can't get any better than that.
Man, dude.
And someone at the chiropractor, they're gonna want $50 to $100 from you to do that.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, man. I think I need a vacation soon. I mean, I'm looking at this lake.
I'm
and
ready
this
for a
looks
vacation.
beautiful. Matter of fact, let me see if I can bring this up so y'all can see. Let's see. New scene.
What we're looking at right here.
Well, it's just a beautiful piece of land.
That looks like it's nestled in between some like mountains or something.
Okay, right here.
Looks like we're looking into a mirror.
Look into a mirror. But yeah, so check this out. I know it looks weird right now, but look at this. This is beautiful.
See, that's the island that I would get on if zombies were coming. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm
dude?
saying, they're
Come
talking
on,
about
man.
some like secret from 650. See, I'm just not with this millions. Man, shut up, y'all. Shut
Damn
up,
Loch
bruh.
Ness monster.
I'm
or
not
what?
feeling that whole millions, man. Y'all don't know.
I mean, look. Let me tell you what.
How would they know?
I will accept talking about something that's millions of years old that is in the ocean, in the depths, in the locks
Yeah.
of the ocean, and places that we've never explored. But a lake,
But I mean, bro,
You're not
God
convincing
created the
me.
heavens and earth.
yeah, but you're not convincing me that we haven't
Yeah.
discovered what's in a lake.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
I mean, the ocean, yeah.
that's another world down there.
The ocean, I think there's, because I don't really know, man. I'm not going to really dive into this, but I've heard things about there's places in the ocean you would just not even believe. And like, apparently you can just keep going.
Well,
Do you
it's
think
like
you can swim from, like, you know how the world's round, right?
right.
Like, do you think you can go in the ocean and you could swim straight down and you could come up on the other side? Like it's just water?
I know physically not possible.
Not, I mean, I'm just saying, right.
Theoretically, where am I going to come out at if I go just straight down?
Yeah, like you can come out on the other side of the world.
Nope, not going to happen. There's a bottom somewhere in there
I don't think so.
because you got the core of the earth, you got the mantle, you got all these different layers of the earth.
Yeah, have you ever check this out. In like if you're in a water source, like under a waterfall, extend your hands out and lift them up. Watch where the water goes. Have you ever done that?
Say that one more time.
Let water run off of you and leave your hands straight down. Water's supposed to just like, we have gravity, right? Everything's just supposed to fall off of you, right?
Right.
It doesn't.
And this is where?
Anywhere, right now. Get in the shower later
Okay.
and just hold your hands out like this with water hitting your chest and start lifting your hands up. The water is going to run all the way off all 5 of your fingers.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Right.
Right? It don't just go from here off of here. Off like look, what I'm saying is the water don't come here like if you got it straight down, it don't come off and just fall off your arm. It travels all the way down your skin, and it comes off your fingertips.
That's like they call that that is either this is it. It's
And you
either
can put your hands like out here, and it's still gonna come.
water either takes the path of least resistance,
It's like electricity.
or that is considered capillary action. Not saying like your body is absorbing it,
Yeah.
but it's we got oils and stuff on our skin, so it's almost like a form of repellent to water.
Yeah. I just think
what I mean?
it's something that we're made of all the elements. Like
We're mostly water.
you know what I'm saying?
I mean?
Like so, I feel like that has something, but that goes to explain about like the water and what holds the water in the ocean. It might not have a bottom.
I don't know, man. Hey,
Well, I mean, look at the globe. It's
what
like
what was that? What was that submarine
Look at
that
the
just
globe.
recently attempted to go deep? What was that? What was that thing and it blew up?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, dude, come on.
Submarine goes deep and blows up. I don't know, man. That's interesting though.
The Titan. That was that the on 18 June 2023. That was the Titan, dude. That was like a
I'm not in the news like that.
no,
You have
it
to-
was
you have to
it
tell
was
me.
it was wild, dude. Like the guy invented this submarine
Yeah.
that was supposed to, go down to the depths of the ocean, right? And we have things that are capable of this already that have gone further than he did.
Right.
Well, they went down and he was using like a little Logitech like PlayStation type controller
Right.
to control it. Well, once they got down to a certain depth, the thing had a fault in the body of the submarine,
Man.
and it imploded like an action. When you got that much pressure underwater, you got millions of tons of pressure per square inch.
That's crazy.
That thing just imploded, and like this like doctor dude, a scientist guy, was like, he goes, so basically, they were turned into dust, water, just vapor
Yeah.
in a matter of 0.0000 seconds. That's how fast it happened.
That's
Like there was
crazy.
no thought process once it happened. Like they
Yeah.
were enjoying themselves. Then they
Well,
were
look,
history.
if I'm gonna go, I want to go something like that.
Yeah, right.
Like that.
Exactly. I don't
know.
want to have to feel it, man.
Look, God, I love you to death.
But please
Do
don't.
not give me a stroke, man. If I get a stroke, just take me out, bro. My grandfather had a stroke.
Those are sad.
And he was in the bed for 2 years, man. And he got paralyzed on his whole
One
I
side.
believe it was his left side. No, yeah, maybe. But like his mouth would.
There's a lady that lives across the street from me for many years. I haven't seen her in a long time. I hope she's all right. But yeah, she was half her body was that way. I'd
Yeah.
always see her going out to check the mail and holler at her cat to come home.
It's crazy because it's like. I mean, I'm not ever one to question God's purpose, but it's like if you are gonna have a sickness like that, I mean, man, just take me out.
Yeah.
Take me all the way out. Don't let my family, because your
It's
family's
always
bound.
hard to see somebody go.
I mean,
through that.
but for me, man, it's easy, dog. Like it's not easy, but it's like I think of death a little different. I don't get sad. Like
right,
I miss them, but like I always try to think of.
the fight's over. Your battle is over.
I mean, no,
You
I
don't
look
have
at it like this, bro.
deal with Earth like this.
This is how I deal with it. would they want me to be upset for a long period of time and hold on to that? Or would they want me to just live my life and continue to remember their name?
Don't hold on to it forever, but
Yeah.
being upset and
But I mean, I've seen several people, they dedicate their life to crying, and all, like, bro, you gotta move on, man. I keep hitting my hat on this thing. Shit, I'm gonna have to figure something out. But yeah, so I mean, like, you can't live your life like just, man, because then you hold that, and then if you get in relationships and all that, man, like, people get affected, and that's not fair to people that you hold on to that. I've been in a couple of relationships like that where they hold on to like mama issues.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Grow up. Hey, I didn't have nothing. I was homeless, man. Come on. And you know what?
We got a podcast.
We got a podcast. I got a business. See that At Home Electric? Yeah, that's me. You know what I mean?
Love.
Like, and it's all love, man. I do this to give back, I know if you really know me, there was a lot of times in my life that were dark. My whole adult life was a struggle, but I do feel like, if I was in your life, I helped make it better. I never was a burden to you. I never cost you nothing. I benefited you, and that's what I'm about. No matter what pain I'm going through or whatever,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna hold it to you, But like, man, look, I think one last thing, man, because we're coming into a new 4 years of presidency.
We are.
Right? It's a thing that everybody's fighting with each other. Right? I mean, they're like, you're on this side or that side or whatever. And it's like, look, man, if on Real Camp Talk podcast, man, hey, all I want, and I don't care, I know y'all gonna do your own thing. But look, man, if you listen, just be nice to the next person, whether their views or not. Like, you get on Facebook. I got cousins and stuff that are posting Democratic stuff, Republican stuff, doing all this stuff, and it's like, man, they're really going to war with each other over who the president is, right? Yeah,
nonsense.
And for me, I'm like, man, look, let's just be positive. Dylan and I talked about this yesterday. It's like, positive. It's easy to get negative. That's things ain't been going great in business. Sometimes I've been walking around complaining, but I'm like, man, I know where I am, and I'm grateful for everything I have. So it's like, what can we do to each other or for each other rather? Up. Yeah, you got to bring the next man up.
That's right.
But anyways, I think we're going to leave it at that. Right?
Yep.
Anything else you got?
I think, that was just a good way to end it. Always look, you got people around you.
Yeah.
If you have the ability to help somebody,
lift them up.
Bring them up, lift them up. Don't let them be down on themselves.
If you got a business and you're a business owner, man, take care of your employees. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it's like to not be this way.
That's right.
But, like, I truly value people's time.
Listen to people. Stay open.
You know what I mean?
Close yourself off.
Yeah, like, I mean, I got a lot of knowledge, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to give that to somebody. Right. I want somebody else to come up because I'm going to make money off somebody else that can come up too, For sure. But anyways, man, look, we love y'all. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
Great podcast, man.
We'll see y'all next week.